Lake of the Ozarks. It's a little bit higher than normal, for this time of year. There's actually, there's water willows. There's a little bit of water willows. The water willows growing on the bank have a little bit of water in them. And normally the lake is 3 or 4 feet low, so it's quite a bit higher than it normally is. And it's also a little bit more off-colored, which, tends to think there's going to be more fish up shallow. But guys, today, to make a long story short, I didn't do that great. I mean, I caught some fish, but it wasn't anything like what I was looking for. Now, given that doesn't really mean anything, because Lake of the Ozarks is notorious for having certain areas of the lake that are sort of on, and certain areas of the lake that are just really tough. So I know the lake well enough to bounce around. So given that, it's like one of the things that you have to do, it's like military plane flying over. But given that, one of the things you have to do is you have to identify the pattern for the bigger fish. Now, it's no secret here at Lake of the Ozarks that docks are the key structure. I mean, there's tens and thousands of docks on this lake. Not all the docks are the same, and the docks that I fished today, and that is my game plan to a large extent, to fish docks. I was just catching some smaller fish, a few keepers, but a lot of like 13 to 14 inch fish, and that is not indicative to being on the right type of dock. Now, given that, what is the right type of dock? And the right type of dock, it depends again on the conditions that you have for the day. Some of these docks here at Lake of the Ozarks, it's like there's a lot of brush around them, and you can catch fish around that deeper brush around around the docks, like in 8 to 15 foot of water. Some of the docks, the fish are on the bottom in 5 or 6 or 7 foot of water in the shade. Some of the fish are suspended under the floats, and some of the bass will use the shoreline cover behind the docks, like seawalls, little rocky banks, that type of thing. That's a really, really prime pattern here at Lake of the Ozarks, is getting behind those docks to fish the rocks and the seawalls. So the dock area that I fished today, it was sort of a funky color. It was stained, but it wasn't as stained as I really wanted it, but it was still stained. So it's like all day long in the stretch that I was fishing, it's like I need the water clarity to be a little bit cleaner or a little bit dirtier. It was sort of in that in-between zone where I couldn't really identify the best bait. Say, for example, if it would have been a little bit cleaner, that would have opened up maybe a swim bait or a topwater or something like that. And if it was a little bit dirtier, it would have opened up more of a jig or like a square bill crankbait. But I was sort of in that in-between zone and never could really get comfortable with it. The fish I did catch today, guys, I did catch them on a crankbait around the docks. Just a couple different types of crankbaits. That Megabass Super Z2, I caught some on that. Caught a few on a rattle